Okay, let's have a look at the content menu. And under the content menu, we've got an item for articles, for categories. We'll skip this one for now. And we've got one for media. Articles is where we can check all the articles, where we've written content for the site. Categories is where we keep track of all the categories. And I've recorded another video that explains the link between articles and categories, so it might make sense to watch that other video first. And media is where you store all your images or other kind of media, let's say audio files, videos, and so on. Okay, let's have a look at the articles first. I click on articles and I get an overview of all the articles. You might have noticed there was a pop-out menu here on the side, add new article. If I click there, I can directly write a new article. That's the same as if I go to articles first, and if I then click on new. Okay, here's a list of all our articles, and you might have more articles than what can be displayed. If that's the case, then you can navigate further. In my case, I can see 20 articles at a time. I can increase that number, or I can say I want to see all articles at a time. So these are the first 20 articles. If I want to see the next, I can click on the second page, or I can jump straight to the last page. If you've got a CMS running that has real content, you might have lots and lots of articles. Over time, there will only be more and more articles. So the good thing is you can search articles. You can search the title, or you can search parts of the article, and by typing that in here, it will only display the articles that match your search criteria. And we can also sort the articles by clicking on, for example, author. Everything here seems to be written by the super user. By the way, this is the sample data I installed earlier. But if you've got a real site with, for argument's sake, 10 different users in the back end that will write articles, you can click on author here and it will sort your articles by author. Imagine you have a bilingual web page. Let's say you have Welsh and English. You can click here. You will sort the articles by language, by date, by hits, how often they have been opened, and so on. Search tools. I can say I only want to see articles from the modules category, for argument's sake. Or I only want to see articles that are available to registered users only. Okay. We've got 3 different tick boxes here. The first one indicates whether the article is currently visible, and a green tick box means the article is there, it's visible. Let's demonstrate this by looking at the front end. Okay, we got Joomla, beginners, upgraders, professionals. Let's say I want to remove the beginners article. Okay, I go back to the back end. I don't see it here. Why don't I just search for beginners? And look, I spell it all lowercase, but actually it's spelled with an uppercase B. So the system is, the search function as expected is case insensitive. Okay, I want to take it off. I just click here and we've got another icon here that indicates that this article is currently not published. Let's go back to the front end. I still see the old version, so I go and reload my page. Yeah, and you can see the article is gone. Let me just zoom in, then maybe it's a bit easier to read. Okay, So the article has disappeared. Let's go back to the backend. I want to publish the article again. I just click here. So the article should be back. Let's refresh the page, and it's back. Something else you might have noticed, there's a star here. A star means this is a featured article, and a featured article means that this article will automatically go to the front end of your site. If I take the star out, the article should still be here, but it will not be featured on the front end landing page anymore. Yeah. So the article is not here anymore, but if I search for beginners in the front end, I should be able to find it. Yeah, here it is. Or if I know where the article is in the menu structure, I should be able to find it as well. Okay, let's put it back to how it was before. There's a drop-down list. I can archive the article, I can trash it. If you want to delete an article, you just trash it. It will be in your trash can, so you can take it out later. And if there's an article that's maybe a bit old, but you don't want to unpublish or trash it yet, you can archive it. One thing you can do with archived articles is you could create a special module that displays all the archived articles. So let's say our old articles that are not up to date anymore, or that you just don't want to, that just are not important for your site anymore, but that should still be accessible in some sort of form. There are articles you could archive, and it means that they're still there, but yeah, you can deal with them in a specific way because they are old articles that don't need to be prominent. Okay, I'm still filtering, and I'm still only showing articles that have to do with beginners, so I'll clear that. Okay, I could click on categories here. That's the same as clicking on content categories. Here is a list of all my categories, and I can see there are so many published items in this category, so many unpublished items in that category, so many archived, so many trashed items in this specific category. And you can see that categories can have subcategories. Yeah. So we've got sample data, Joomla, extensions, components, modules. It looks like this because I installed the sample data about learning Joomla. So my website is actually explaining me how Joomla works. So if you install the Learn Joomla sample data, you can use your own web page to learn about Joomla. You want to know about extensions? Click on using extensions. You want to learn about templates? Click on templates. Obviously, there's more to learn on the official help page, but it's a good way of learning about the different kind of categories. So here we can see that there's a Joomla category, and there's a child category or a subcategory called extensions. Under extensions, we have components and modules. Under modules, we've got content modules, and so on. So you can see how far it goes down by the number of hyphens here. So template would be on the same level as modules. Park site would be on the same level as Joomla. What are categories good for? Every article we write has to belong to a specific category. So if I go to this article, for example, Smart Search, it will belong to a specific category. In this case, it belongs to utility modules, which is under modules, which is under extensions, which is under Joomla, and so on. Okay. Featured articles. It's just a list of all the featured articles. If I want to access them, I can do that by clicking on featured articles. What happens if I make another article a featured article? Let's try that out. I made an additional article a featured article. And let's go back to the home page. And you can see that now there are too many featured articles. They can't all be displayed at the same time. So we get this little set of buttons here to switch to the next page. Not very nice, so I better undo that. And hopefully now they all fit and this little set of buttons has disappeared. And they all fit on the page again. Okay. What else do we have? Media. This is where I upload pictures, and this is what I got with my sample data. And you can create folders to organize your media. You obviously can create subfolders. And yeah, if you want to upload files, you can upload them here. Okay, that's the content menu.